Days, 24 hours since I went ahead and cut you out of my life, woman, out of my love. This baby girl, you were never enough for me. You love me wrong, never right, sleeping with another man every night, and telling me there's nothing to hide, no other man in between them thighs, but see through them dirty lies. So when I think about you, I drink without you until my mind goes numb. And now that I'm without you, oh, you bet I'm doing fine without you. With someone new, 'cause I see through them dirty lies. But now I see you calling back with all of them apologies still intact, for the taste of your lips, the sour as hell from dirty lies that you seem to tell me. But just for fun, I'll play along, pretend I don't know what you've done wrong. But don't be surprised when I react with half-hearted lies and the devil's laughter. I see through them dirty lies. So when I think about you, I just drink without you until my mind goes numb. And now that I'm without you, oh, you bet I'm doing fine without you. With someone new, nothing like you. thinking about you lately. Can't get you out of my head. And I ain't slept in a month now, darling, cause the things you said. You told me I was your one true love, but your head didn't understand. You got scared and ran off one night into the arms of another man. And now you tell me you want me back. Honey, this is what I'll say to that. Well, I'm a once in a lifetime lover, and I ain't coming back. You fooled me once with your sweet temptations, and I got straight on to that. So tell me you love me, and tell me you need me, and tell me you want me so. And honey, this is what I'll say to you. So long, sweet darling, so long to you. So long, sweet darling, so long to you. Ain't nothing you can do. Deep down that I love you, and that much is true. But I don't trust myself around you, cause I know the things that you will do. You buy me shirts all night until I can't even hardly stand. But I'd have to be pretty damn drunk to ever think of kissing you again. So when you tell me you want me back, honey, this is what I'll say to that. Well, I'm a once in a lifetime lover, and I ain't coming back. You fooled me once with your sweet temptations, and I got straight on to that. So tell me you love me, and tell me you need me, and tell me you want me so. And honey, this is what I'll say to you. So long, sweet darling, so long to you. So long, sweet darling, so long to you. Ain't nothing you can do. Bathes in dirty water, and she shaves with crusty razor, and she prays so guilty pleasure will come home with her tonight and give her a damn good ride. Cause she just feeds on sweet temptation, and she needs her medication to subside the fascination that she needs someone at night. Oh, just to feel alright, just needs a man. Doesn't need a nose and doesn't need a nose from. Just needs a man. Doesn't want a mirror, she prefers leaves and done. Just needs a man to come over. Just needs a man to come over tonight. Cause she was raised with daddy issues. Now her shirt is full of tissue, and it hurts if she kisses you. Cause 'cause she loves to leave a mark. Oh, and she bites you in the dark. And she will wake up all your neighbors if you ever get to take her and become a guilty pleasure, 'cause she loves to scream all night. Oh yeah, put up a damn good fight, just needs a man. Doesn't need a nose and doesn't need a nose from, just needs a man. Doesn't want to marry, cheat, prefer leaves when he's done, just needs a man to come over, just needs a man to come over tonight. Just needs a man, doesn't need a nose and doesn't need a noise from, just needs a man. Doesn't want to marry him, cheat, prefer he leaves when he's done, just needs a man to come over, just needs a man to come over, just needs a man to come over, just needs a man to come over tonight. Come over tonight. Come over.
Welcome back to Badass Bands Vlog Live. We're here today with the Heavy Heavy Hearts. So if you guys take a minute, introduce yourself, tell us your role in the band.
I'm Clark Singleton. I play lead bass in the Heavy Heavy Hearts.
Ralph Alexander. I hit drums in the Heavy Heavy Hearts.
My name is Beau Wigington, and I sing and play rhythm guitar.
And Anthony Mancini, and I play lead guitar.
All right, so when and why did you start playing music, each of you?
That's an interesting question. I don't know, because when I first heard music, I thought of it as a puzzle, and I fell in love with that. And the more I listened, the more I wanted to figure out what was going on, and so I guess that kind of began my journey.
Why did I want to play music? I don't know. I just always wanted to play drums. I just always felt like I wanted to, and then my mom was cool enough one day to buy me a kit. So it's all thanks to you. Thanks, Mom.
I started playing guitar in 3rd grade because my grandma got me one of the little tiny guitars, and I took lessons, and then I quit. And then when I got into middle school, I was like, I need to start playing guitar because all these girls like guitar players. And so I started playing guitar and writing songs, and ever since then, I was like, okay, this is cool. It's fun.
My dad was always really into blues, Stevie Ray Vaughan and stuff, and was always playing in the house. This was my mom too, and just had like a musical family. A lot of people in my family play instruments and stuff, so I think I just kind of naturally took to it. But it was probably it was the recorder in 3rd grade, that little plastic flute thing that they make you do. I remember getting our recorder and like our sheet music and stuff, and I learned like how to play and read because my grandfather played piano, and he kind of showed me stuff before. So when I came into school like the next day with my recorder, and I just like blitzed through Frere Jacques like you never heard, and teachers were all freaking out, and they're like, "This kid's a genius," and whatever. But it was just all kind of like I had a head start, so like everyone was all like, play instruments. So I kind of got pushed into it, but I'm glad it happened too.
Nice.
Got your start on the recorder.
I got my start on the recorder.
Star.
So how did all of you guys meet?
Well, I met. Okay, so we'll start from the beginning. I met Clark when I was in college, and I was in a play called Evil Dead, and Clark was the drummer, and we started. Like, I was like, hey, we should play music sometime.
So as a musician, people come up to you all the time. They're like, hey, man, I play guitar. we should totally get together and jam sometime. And I was like, okay, whatever. So Beau does that to me. And I was like, okay, whatever, you know, me thinking I'm the cool musician playing in the pit band and he's the theater kid, you know. So I see him in the music building. And he's like, oh, man, you should come check out my music. And I was like, I got a half hour to spare, you know, whatever. So I listened to the music and I was like, we got to play music together. I was like, this is amazing. We just have to get together and play. And so Beau and I played in a band back in North Carolina together called Simply South. And soon after that, he left to go to L.A. And then
we pick up there. I was doing sound at a venue in the Valley, and Anthony was in a band that came in to play, and like they were sound checking, and they were awesome. But then they weren't going to get to play because their people hadn't showed up yet. And I was like, no, they got to play. And so they played. And then I kept in contact with them and started following them around. And then I went in to go record like just an EP of music in the studio. And I had like session people come with me. I auditioned for a band to be in with Ralph. And I didn't make it in the band, but Ralph came and played on the EP. And then oh gosh. And then we were in the studio. The original guitar player that was supposed to play with us, it didn't work out. And then I called Anthony because I was like, yeah, he's really good at blues. Let's get him in here. And he came in and recorded. And then we were like, let's start a band. And then Clark went back home. We had another bass player for a while, but then he moved here, and now here we are.
Yeah, that was quite a story.
Yeah, it's a long one.
That's the short version.
That's the short version. Nice.
We didn't go day by day.
All right, so how does your creative process typically work?
Usually Beau, he kind of locks himself in his room, comes out with a bunch of songs, and a lot of times it'll just be him bringing them into practice, and he'll start to play it and you know, sing maybe like a verse or a chorus, and then we'll just kind of write our own parts from there, and then we all kind of produce each other a little bit. So, you know, like a lot of times Ralph will hear something and he'll be like, hey, could you do that? Or Clark will tell me to play some fancier chord because he knows way more about music than me. And I'll end up with that. And, you know, we kind of like, you know, we bounce stuff off each other. But, you know, 9 times out of 10 it starts off with Beau and something he just wrote on an acoustic.
Cool. So why the name The Heavy, Heavy Hearts?
Because every other name was taken except that, pretty much. We just kept going. Like, we kept trying to come up with names, and then we're like, no, that's too lame. It would already be taken. And then one day, Anthony was like, what about The Heavy, Heavy Hearts? And we were like, okay. Anticlimactic.
I know. I was like, oh.
Well, I mean, every one of it, like all of our songs tend to be about relationships, you know, usually and poorly, or drinking, which tends to be a consequence of the other. So it just kind of felt right that the term hearts was in our name, Heavy Hearts. And then I think the second heavy made a lot of sense because we took a lot of Beau's stuff and made them heavy. You know, like Beau, like when I first came into it, it was just as a session guy. Even our EP, I'm only on 2 of the songs. Like they weren't even meant to be like big songs. They were just, it was Beau's like kind of Americana, kind of Delta sound. And then as the band grew, our songs just get heavier and heavier. And like our new stuff, some of the stuff that we played even tonight, it's exponentially heavier than it started. So the name, The Heavy, Heavy Hearts, it kind of made a lot of sense at the time.
Hope you had fun playing your games, 'cause now I'll have my fun just doing the same. 'Cause I got a secret that I never told you, but that pretty little love song, it's got nothing to do with you. It's about a girl that you never met, but you know her name. It drove you insane, 'cause I'd speak that name in all my dreams. You'd wake me up screaming hateful things, 'cause you knew that she was still around, just living in a different town. And you feared the day that she'd show up, take me away, leave you shit out of luck and alone. So I hope that this breaks your heart, to learn you've been loving a lie. 'Cause then you might feel the same as I, when you rip me out and rob me blind. But now you know you got your line in a song. And I know what you'll be thinking, it's just a lie, just another sorry song that I wrote to see you cry. But deep down you know that it's true, that song was never wrote for you, except the line that kept you blind, the line that kept you 2 steps behind from the truth. So I hope that this breaks your heart, to learn you've been loving a lie. 'Cause then you might feel the same as I, when you rip me out and rob me blind. But now you know you got your line in a song. got your line in a song. Yeah, you read me out and robbed me blind, but now you know you got your line in a song.
Are you guys ready for some random questions?
Yes.
All right, one song you never get tired of. Like any song, like you would never press skip on like your iPod.
Dancing by Myself by Robin.
Interesting choice.
It's awesome. The beat. It's good. It's stuff.
Love Has Fallen on Me by Shaka Khan. And it makes me cry every time.
Separate ways, Jerry.
Look at that cheesy smiling.
All right, best live show you've ever gone to.
Wallpaper at the Sunset Strip Music Festival 2 years ago.
I don't care what anyone says, Kiss. They put on an excellent show. I was in like the upper section and I could feel the fire from the stage on my face. And I was like 14 and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so awesome.
All right, favorite things to do not musically related.
If I could, I'd play ice hockey. I don't have time. I played all growing up. Because I'm from Buffalo, from the north, so it's a really common thing.
I like movies. I'm a big movie buff. I like watching movies a lot.
It does.
All right.
Like the Notebook.
The Notebook is
Get 'em started.
The Notebook is a great movie. What? No, let's talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna bring it up. Let's bring it up. Let's talk about it.
Sorry.